So what is good, guys? Zombie Freak back again, and this time around I'm finally bringing my Dead Rising 4 video out. When they announced this, I did not make a video for it because honestly I was scared to upload a video with the trailer in it because of the music, and I didn't want to get a strike on my channel. So I basically am muting the audio from the trailer that I can try to make a video to talk about Dead Rising 4. And at the end, I will show some pictures, of the trailer and I guess gameplay, so you guys can get insight on that. But with that all done and said, they are bringing Frank West back into Dead Rising, and at first I was like, well, he's kind of getting old, not old as in like he's getting old. I mean, he's getting old as in he's old as fuck. But no, they know that. The developers know that he's an old guy, but they want to show that he still has some ass kicking in him. So there was a big section in the newest Game Informer that came in, and that would be issue 282. If you guys have Game Informer coming to your house. But I had a big section, and the big section was basically labeled Dead Rising's Twisted Sleigh Ride. What I do like about this, though, is that we are going back to Willamette. But not only are we going to Willamette, we are going not just to the mall, but we're going to the surrounding town of Willamette. And that is something very, very exciting for me, because I remember playing Dead Rising 1. Also, speaking of Dead Rising 1, if you guys haven't already known this already, they just released a triple pack of Dead Rising 1, Dead Rising 2, and Dead Rising Off the Record, which is Dead Rising 2 with Frank West. If you haven't played these games, go ahead and play these. They're really, really fun, and it's great to catch up to know what's going on before you get Dead Rising 4. If you have played them, and you don't, and you have money to, spend, go and get them, because, I mean, they're great games to go back to and play, and especially on Xbox One. Now a lot more people are getting into Dead Rising. So, yeah, check it out. But back to Dead Rising 4. We're going back to Willamette. You get to go outside of the mall, and that's something that I've always wanted to do. I always looked outside of the mall like, holy shit, there's a lot of zombies out there trying to get in this mall. I wonder what the fuck is going on out in Willamette. And now they are giving us this chance. Now, in the actual book, they were saying how they have a new Frank. Now, I'm going to read this section out. It's in a red box, but I'm going to read it out, what it says. It says, Dead Rising 4 stars Frank West, but the longtime hero is getting a new voice. With the fourth entry, Capcom Vancouver has decided to replace longtime actor T.J. Rotolo. I think that's his name. I hope that's his name. With Dead Rising 4, we wanted Frank to grow physically and mentally, says studio director Joe Nicholas. 16 years is a long time, and we also wanted to make sure that the chemistry of the voices and the characters were awesome. We do have a new voice for Frank. TJ was really important at the beginning of the game, adds executive producer Bryce Cochran. Dead Rising 1 was a Japanese take on American society, which was awesome and great, and we needed to find how to keep that Frank West being true to the original character, but also a little more grounded, a little more appropriate to North American audiences. Now, with this, though, I hope that his voice kind of is near, near the original TJ Rotolo voice, because he has that distinctive voice, like, if I heard Frank West's voice from the older games, I automatically would say, oh, that's Frank West. So I hope it's, something like that, so I would know, just from hearing his voice, that I would know that that's him. They also explained some stuff in the section of Game Informer about customizations with the exosuit. So the exosuit is going to be a big part of the Dead Rising 4 game, and you can actually customize the suit so that, you know, you can make it like a strong weapon, you know. The thing is with the exosuit is that it is timed. So once you use it, you have a certain amount of time to use it, and then it goes away, and then I guess you have to rebuild, you know, kill as many zombies or whatever, and then you can use it again. That is pretty cool, because if you could just use that the whole entire time, that would be like OP as fuck. But they're actually saying that this exosuit gives you the ability to pick up things that aren't, like, you could never do in other Dead Risings. Like, if you see a car and you have that exosuit on, that exosuit will help you pick up that car and throw the car at zombies. Also, say there's a statue and it has a big axe, and the axe, you know, it's just a big warrior statue. You can actually rip that axe off that statue and use that as a weapon. That's how they're explaining things in this section. So that is cool. I'm actually excited to see this exosuit coming in. Maybe there'll be a glitch with the exosuit somewhere down the line. I would like to have unlimited exosuit. So they also talked about how, what I explained, how they came out with 1, 2, and Off the Record. They did say that that was re-released. And the final thing I wanted to talk about was, now there are these certain zombies that will make it a little bit more difficult than the original games. Like, we had in Dead Rising 2 special zombies, but that was like halfway through the game and they got like mutated. In this, I think straight from the get-go, there's actually mutated zombies. So it says here in the book, it says the zombies in Dead Rising 4 are immune to Zombrex, a drug that's been part of the Dead Rising lore since the second game. As with much of the story, Capcom Vancouver doesn't want to delve into why this is quite quiet yet. In the meantime, the team did provide some additional information about the zombies themselves, and they seemed like a more terrifying presence than ever before. In large part, it's because of how they interact with the world and survivors around them. This is a new strain of the virus right now, and basically how it works is we have 3 classes of zombies in the game, Cochran says. We have the classic horde, we have what we call the fresh, the newly infected, and the evos. When you're first infected, you become fresh. Those fresh infected are faster, aggressive, but dumb as wood. Think 28 Days Later, if you're looking for a good reference point. From there, things get interesting. Depending on infected person's body, the infection can go one of 2 ways. If the infection bonds with them, they become what we call the Evo zombies, Cochran says. They are thinking zombies. They're more predatory. They work in packs. They definitely show signs of intelligence in the sense of how they hunt their prey. They'll let the other zombies fight you for a while, and then jump in at opportunistic moments. The opposite direction of that is if it doesn't bond with them, our zombies become the horde. They're slowly dying. The infection is killing them off. So, with the Evos, I'm actually kind of excited with the Evos. They sound like something that would be a game changer, like something different in Dead Rising. So, that's it for today, guys. Remember to leave a like. I want to get a goal of 115 likes. So leave that like down below if you liked what you saw today, or if you learned something new. If you are excited about Dead Rising 4, please leave in the comments below what you're excited about Dead Rising 4. Or if you're not interested in Dead Rising 4, tell me what you are interested in, you know, like in future zombie games. I also want to make a video on State of Decay. That also had a trailer that dropped recently, but for the same reasons, I didn't make a video of that yet. But I will be. So yeah, guys, remember to like, subscribe, and I will catch you all later in the next video. Bye.